Lieutenant Governor.
What specific policy would you push for to address the issue?
Address which issue? I mentioned a lot.
Talking about transgender in girls' hockey.
How about let's just have fairness? Let's have girls have their private spaces and boys have their private spaces. It has worked for how many millennia? And certainly it can work now. Let's have that. It's very simple. I tell you who's not undressing in locker rooms with the opposite sex.
Students don't undress in locker rooms
They
anymore.
have their own bathrooms, they have their own locker rooms, and this is just common sense.
Really?
None of us as adult women are
Yep.
going into the gym
It's rather
and want to undress
sophomore.
in front of the opposite
There's
sex.
50,000 people
It's
using
not
healthcare.
Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor. Are you worried about what a federal shutdown could do to workers here in Virginia, and have you called on Trump to resolve it?
Here's what I would say. We need a clean, continuing resolution. The Democrats are holding it up. They're wanting to add over $1 trillion just to get this continuing resolution through. Let me say this. That is absolute nonsense because it's the Democrats who are holding this up.
We just want healthcare.
It's a clean, continuing
Healthcare.
resolution so that we can
Healthcare.
continue to negotiate.
Healthcare for
Now,
Americans,
my
but thank you.
opponent,
350,000
is all over the airwaves talking about job cuts. Well, this is the job cut that we don't need. She needs to tell our senators, Kane and Warner, vote for the continuing resolution and not put all of these federal jobs in jeopardy.
They've already fired so many federal workers.
Why is this issue so important to you, talking about trans students? When you talk to most Virginians, they cite the economy and the cost of
Yeah. Thank
Not
you.
true.
Thank
Not
you.
true. How do you know what they're telling
I'm one of them.
She's one of them.
Taking healthcare away
Healthcare.
from 350,000
350,000 people are losing
I'm a
healthcare.
cancer survivor. You want to take my
350,000 are
healthcare.
losing healthcare.
I'm a cancer survivor. You
We're not
want to
comparing
take away
cancer,
my
sir.
Healthcare. Why? Why do you want my healthcare?
Hands off Medicaid! 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 Hands off Medicaid!
On the issue of the cost of living, there's soaring rents in Virginia.
Thank you.
There's an inflation situation going on. How would you address that? 4 out of 10 Virginians basically cannot afford that.
These are very interesting questions, and I don't see my opponent, Abigail Spanberger, before any microphone wanting to answer all of these. But if she did, she would be giving you
Where is
Nice
she?
to see you. Please don't hit me today, okay? Last time you hit me with your purse, it was not very
This
nice.
is a free country.
I've
This
never
is a.
hit you.
straight talkers, straight answers, and that's what I give. So, as to your question, we know that
No, it's
we
over
need
here, too.
affordable housing in Virginia.
It's the whole area.
And you know who's doing it very well? North Carolina, because they've gotten rid of so many regulations that they're able to bring jobs, which it creates, and housing online. All of these proffers are doing no good to help affordable housing happen. When especially we look at Northern Virginia, before you put the first shovel in the ground to dig the dirt, you're looking at $155,000 to build a home. So it's not even going to start out affordable. Then you have the permitting process. You have MAC guides that are necessary. You have storm and water issues. You have this and you have that. How can you do that? This is mostly a local issue, and the folks need to go to the Board of Supervisors meetings and talk to them and say, we need affordable housing. You're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Richmond holds the purse strings.
Thank you, everybody.